Hi! Welcome to the penultimate outpost and radio tower run. This is the southwest part of the South Island. We're going to climb the radio tower first. It's raining. Rain. You need to get on this zip line on the hut opposite to get up the first section. So there, like that. And it doesn't rain nearly enough. When it does rain, I'm always like, it should rain more. It actually looks pretty cool when it rains. But climb up there and then around to here, and there's another thing you can attach there. You can either duck under or just push the button when you get the prompt. And then a running jump up there. And then you can drop down there for the health and the body armor if you want, but they're cheap, it shouldn't be a problem. And then walk across this beam over to here, duck and turn around, and jump climb up there. And then across this beam, careful, across here, and you're at the ladder. So shimmy on up there, and while you're not home and dry, you are at least home. It's raining, so you're definitely not dry. But smash the fuse box up, smash, 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 pull, 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 flick, 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 and then the little cutscene, yay! And so what have we got? We've got an outpost, which we're going to take in a second, in style. A little hut, boring, and a graveyard, oh no, a graveyard, with no one there, and a telegraph pole. Anyway, from here, I decided against the supply drop mission. I'm kind of done with them. And I don't really need the money or the experience at this point. And there is just a few hundred meters away, I think it's just under 200 meters from where I am, the outpost to the southeast. Longshore something? Not loot chest. Dry palm storage depot. There we are. So we're going to head there. And there it is. And the wingsuit is going to be perfect for getting us there, only I get it a bit wrong, unsurprisingly. I'm sure you've come to expect that by now. Anyway, nice flash of lightning. So, shooting along here, and I'm like, well, I'm just going to drop in and go shock troop, surprise attack. Flying in pretty happily, I deploy the parachute, and I think, well, I'll land on the top of this building and then just shoot the bananas out of them. But what I don't see is that dude right ahead of me, and I wish I hadn't pulled back on the stick, because I'd have made that perfectly. Anyway, come around here. I should have shot him really, but I did disable the alarm, so at least we are not going to get reinforcements. And then it's a bit of a run and gun for the first three guys, because they're all kind of weaklings, just regular guys, I think chargers and normals. Then a runaway and a heal to assess the situation. And I think, according to the minimap, there are, 4 guys left. There's one up there. And then there's a heavy round here somewhere. That's the heavy there, I think. No, that's a charger. There's a heavy slightly further up. He goes down relatively easily. And then I can't work out from the minimap where this guy is. I think he's in the building, so I put a grenade through the window. But it turns out he's not. The grenade goes off happily, but doesn't kill anyone. And then I'm like, well, I'll just head up here. And the heavy's there, and he's giving me all sorts of grief. They suck bullets up. So a grenade to his feet, which softens him up a bit, but not a huge deal. A quick heal, and then this guy is here, and I get a cheeky little headshot. And there's a sniper, and a couple of guys in cars have turned up behind me, and it's all gone a bit south. Even though the reinforcements didn't arrive, the wandering patrols will sometimes do you in. And I think I burnt through 4 or 5 heal packs on this run. But anyway, taking some cover. The sniper can't tag me from there, so run around the back of the building and try and get a new angle so I can get a bit of a sneak attack. And the heavy's decided to wander off to where he last saw me, which is good. And the sun's coming out. Yay! The rain's finally stopped. So I come around behind him because he's all sorts of confused and manage to get a cheeky takedown. I'm getting shot in the back, but that's not such a big deal because I'm by the corner there, so yet another heal. And then I think the sniper starts shooting at me. So yeah, there we go. So I take him out, and he is actually the last official guy on the outpost, so I get outpost liberated, and I don't have to worry about the guys in the cars. And the good thing is, when you liberate an outpost like that, the guys in the cars will just disappear for some reason. I guess it resets them or something. But nothing to worry about. No memory card on this one, I don't think. No, so I went to do a wanted mission. Oh no, we went to Maw Docks and Repairs. I apologise, there's a wanted mission after this. So heading on over, I can't get much to tag from there, so I close in a bit and tag a couple of guys there. There's another one. Where's the other one? No one for the time being. Okay, so carry on, get a bit closer, sorry. And then close in on here and peep around the corner to see who I can tag. Who's it gonna be? There we are, there's a couple of guys there. So it's quite interesting the way they're in pairs, because they're obviously begging for a chain takedown. There's also one guy I tagged accidentally, well, not even accidentally, but unwittingly, up there, that sniper. And then I hear voices. I'm like, oh, what's that? There's a guy talking right near me, but I can't see him. And so I think I use an enhanced perception, or I maybe just see him. There we go. Yeah, there he is. So he's really close by. But fortunately facing away. So then it is a question of, there's an alarm right near me there, and I'm trying to work out if I can snag it through the territory, through the scenery, but no, I have to jump over. And there's a boat there, which I'm slightly concerned about, but it hasn't seen me. It's just doing its thing. So I jump over there, eventually, there we go, and disable the alarm, so we're in good shape even if they spot me. And then it's just a question of sneaking around the side, and I think I go up the top first. I should really watch these. Sorry, but I left this rendering on the first pass and then went out for lunch. Yeah, there we go. And I think there's also a guy that I didn't see before right next to him. Yeah, look, there we go, the prompt RT on top there. But I dragged the body. He's completely oblivious, his friend's just disappeared. But a knife in his back, and now everyone knows what's going on. I think they run for the alarm, but thankfully the alarm doesn't work. This guy, somehow I managed to get a death from above on him, but I will take it. And then run away to get into cover, although it doesn't work desperately because those guys can still see me. And then a pretty messy double slash to take them down. Although he knocks me to the floor, and it's funny, I was looking at that skill that prevents you being knocked over by bad guys as often, and I'm like, when would I ever need that? And it was literally just before I took this mission on. I'm like, oh, okay, that might be when I need it. The fact that he's pushed me to the ground twice with his rifle butt. Anyway. This guy is hiding there and doesn't have a clue where I am, so I can run around behind him while he's reloading. He does have a clue where I am, but now he's lost me, so I can get around there. Oh, except I choose not to. I thought I did. Sorry. Come around here instead. And there's, what, 3 guys left? But they are... Oh, and a boat. Boat's seen me. Oh, that's right. Now I go up here because I'm thinking I will deal with the boat from inside the safety of the house. And I tag them so that I know roughly where they are. Ignore those stairs, obviously, because, you know, taking the ladder would be the easy route. And in here, this guy's dropped his RPG. So I'm thinking, well, I'll grab the RPG, swap it for the flamethrower, which I really never use, and when I do, it just causes me trouble. And then I'm looking for the boat, and I don't see it, and I'll speed this bit up, because I basically I do a circuit of the building looking for these guys, but don't ever find them. So the boat has essentially just disappeared. I guess it got bored looking for me. There we are, no boat, unless that was the boat parked up, but I didn't see the guys come out. Anyway, there are 2 guys left there. And so I finally figure, well, I may as well deal with them, and I happen to have an RPG in my hand, so let's use that. And so there's one guy down, and here goes the second guy. Boom! And that's Outpost cleared, with some flames and fire going off. What would be funny is if the Blues drove in through the fire and exploded their car. Oh, maybe they do? No, I think they get out. Anyway, there is memory card number, I want to say 17 down here, but it might be 19. We'll find out in a second. After I've picked up the loot. Here we are, which one is it? Dun, 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 dun. PCP formula. We have the capability to produce this compound. That's number 19. There we go. Only one more to go. Number 17. That's going to be our last radio tower and outpost run. And then round here there is a jet ski race, and it just seemed too good to pass up. So I took it the first time, and it's super easy. It's actually quite a fun one. So I nailed it, and I came back and did expert, and it's actually a super easy way to make money. You can make 150 a time, and because there's well, you may have seen my driving, it's not great. So because all you're doing is hanging around on water, there's a couple of fun jumps, but that's about it. And for some reason I've only got 1 health. I think I've clipped a couple of these barriers, and you lose a little bit of health when you hit them, but it's not the end of the world. But it's a fairly straightforward race. If you run it once on practice or on novice, you'll have plenty of time and still make a bit of money. There's just a couple of turns where it's not entirely clear where you're going. But for the most part they're really well signposted. Yay, little jump! And then over here. And then here comes another jump, I think, in a couple of checkpoints time through here, and then along here, and here comes a big jump. Woo! And then a hard left turn here. And then there's a boat up here, or just by the penultimate checkpoint. And the first time I did this, the boat was in front of the last checkpoint, which was super annoying. So I just smashed into it. Where's the boat? See the boat there? Yeah, it was not by the jump, it was just there. So I had to smash into it and then pushed it over the line. But yeah, it's an easy way to make 150. Or 300, I guess. I don't know. 150 because you put 150 down, I guess. Anyway, then I took a Wanted Dead mission, and this one's kind of fun. There's two pyromaniac dudes, and they're in bunkers. And they've got a bunch of heavies around, and it's actually quite a heavily fortified place. So you want to tag them all. Enhanced Perception again will be your friend, just because there are so many of them underground. Those two guys I think are behind a wall. And the first time I did this, well, the first two times I did this, I think. The first time I killed one of the guys and then died looking for the second. The second time I got them all, but the second I never found. Like, he was basically invisible, and I used up a bunch of red leaves trying to find him. So I just restarted, and this is the third run at it. And it was then that I decided to record, just in case anyone else was having trouble with it. But I think it's, if you are having a glitch on it, it's just a question of restarting. If one of them disappears, I may have scared him off and he ran away, I don't know. But anyway. There are two of them, and it's really annoying. You can't get a chain takedown on heavies. So I was going for that. What I should have done is a pistol takedown, because you can't chain off that guy onto another one. So I ended up just doing a really clumsy couple of kills. But if I'd used the pistol off the first guy, I could have taken them all down. And instead of just turning around and gunning them, I run away, mostly because there was a heavy in there. I think, yeah, that's a heavy. And so it would not have ended well. It would have been an exchange of a couple of magazines, and I'd probably have come off worse. Anyway, I kind of lose myself a bit. At this point there are, I think, four according to the minimap guys left, of which one is one of the VIPs, or the pirate captains, or whatever they're called. Privateer captains? I don't know. Don't know where I'm going there. Oh, there's a guy over there, that's what I was thinking. But he's actually underneath in one of the bunkers, and you'll see the bunker complex is kind of quite big. And I was trying to get a jump takedown on this guy. Here we go. Jump takedowns are a little bit tricky at the best of times, and they're also quite a high profile way to kill, and you can't do a chain off the back of it. Like, you can't do a knife attack, you can't do a gunslinger, so you really want to be careful when you do them and make sure there's no one else around. I kind of got a bit blasé there. And actually the experience bonus off them isn't huge either. You're better off with a single takedown and a pistol takedown. I think that'll give you more overall experience. Anyway, this guy has now gone into the bunker. And so I'm heading around. No, he hasn't. I'm lying. He's just gone in here. But I kind of get a jump takedown on him, and 500 XP for the pleasure. And it's interesting that you get the same amount of experience for a jump takedown as a regular takedown on a heavy. Like, you just get 500 for a heavy takedown. Job done. Anyway, in here to the right is the bunker, and this guy is kind of there on his own. I should have done a pistol takedown on him too, but it was a heavy, so you can't, and it's super annoying. So I come out here and I'm expecting him to follow me, but he doesn't. So I chuck a rock. Sorry, I've lowered the brightness again. It's a little bit dark in there. So I chuck a rock expecting to come round, but a couple of times I've done this. You chuck a rock and they turn around and go the other way, which is peculiar, but whatever works. As long as he's not facing me, it means I can go in and get an easy kill. And the pistol takedown works, but there's no one to shoot. Anyway, just one guy left, so a little bit of looting, run through here. He's got his back turned, which is good news, so just muggle up behind him and put one in his back for 750 XP and success. Yay! So that is your lot. I just did a bit of looting in here to clean up, but I will see you in the next video. Hope it was useful. Lots of love. Bye!